All right, hello Arrowheads. My name is Kailey Reed. I am the admin director for the team as well as the nonprofit foundation, Utah Mountain Sports Academy. I have been in my role for going on 5 years now, and it's been great. I've loved every minute I've been a part of it. I will be presenting my portion for the kickoff meeting. It's all about participation requirements, mainly US ski and snowboard licensing, season pass, and sports engine, our main and sole way of communicating with all of you. So if you have not downloaded the sports engine app, by tomorrow you will be left behind. Can't put it any other way. So please get it, download it, and make sure that you can see the teams that you're supposed to be seeing. And if you have any questions, please feel free to approach me at the meeting or your team directors or Tyson, and we would be happy to make sure you have a successful season. Not miss out on any information, to stay in contact with other teammates and coaches. It's really a great tool for us. It's changed the game, so please make sure that you have it. And without further ado, here is my spiel. Such a nerd. All right, welcome Arrowheads to my presentation portion. Today we will cover participation requirements, US ski and snowboard licensing, season passes, and sports engine, how to use it, where to find the calendar, how to subscribe to the calendar, how to RSVP for a training, race, or an event. It's all going to be in here and hopefully answer most of your questions and concerns you might have. All right, let's start off with US ski and snowboard license. First off, there are 3 types of licenses. The first one is an Alpine General non-competitor. It is for 17 and under athletes, and the cost for that license is $30 for the season. The short-term Alpine, 17 and under, it is $35 a day. I'll talk more about that later, and that mostly applies to our SOTA hybrid athletes. And the third license is Alpine Competitor. You can choose from many different age ranges, starting from U12 to U14 up to U16. The prices are listed there. And if there are any questions or concerns, maybe a bit more description on each of those licenses, I have linked here a PDF from US Ski and Snowboard's website describing each license. All right. To renew or register for a license, please visit my.ussa.org. This link will take you directly to it. For our Maverick athletes, each athlete needs to have an Alpine General non-competitor license. That's the $30 one. And then our SOTA hybrid athletes will all need the Alpine General non-competitor as well, plus the short-term Alpine license, that is the $35 a day. Now, that short-term license will allow any SOTA hybrid athlete to race in any IMD, Intermountain Division, sanctioned race. I'm going to let SOTA hybrid team director Mindy Morris explain more about that in your team meeting tomorrow. But if you have any questions or concerns, please contact her, me, Tyson. Will be happy to answer your questions regarding that. But for the time being, every SOTA hybrid athlete will need the Alpine non-competitor license. For our Mega Shredders and Comp Hybrid athletes, all of them will need the Alpine competitor license and then choose the appropriate one for the age of the athlete. Important to remember when renewing or registering is to affiliate the license with the Alpine as the discipline, Intermountain Division for the division, And then for the club, you want to make sure you choose Arrowhead Ski Team. I have included a step-by-step instructions of how to renew a register for a license. It's just a Word doc, so go ahead and click here if you are needing a little bit more help. Just a quick summary of the license. All Arrowhead Ski Team athletes and our coaches are required to have a license, whether they are competing or not. U.S. Ski and Snowboard is our governing body, and we comply with all of their requirements. So if you don't have a license, you will not be able to participate until that is taken care of. So the sooner the better. Get it taken care of before we start training. And then something to keep in mind, if an athlete were to move up in the season from a development team like Soda or Maverick and is moving to Mega Shredders or Comp Hybrid, or they're competing in a sanctioned race, it is very easy for a general license to be upgraded to a competitor's license. However, it is not as easy for a competitor's license to be dropped down to a general because they do not allow any refunds. So to be safe for now, for Maverick and Soda athletes, get that general license, and then you can always move up to the competitor later. You just pay the cost of the difference in the license, or you can get that short-term daily $35 license if a Soda athlete were to race on any sanctioned race. More about that with the team director, Mindy Morris, for the Soda Hybrid team. All right, it is also an annual membership, so every year you are with Arrowhead Ski Team, it must be renewed, and the renewal date for that is in the middle of October. So to avoid the late fee, just make sure you get that done before that date, and you'll have that taken care of before the season starts. All right, season pass. Some of you have already picked your passes up already, and I think that's great. Thank you very much. For the rest of you, they are available now for pickup. If you are one of the individuals that got your waiver signed and already have a photo in Sundance's ticket office database, as of yesterday, we will be able to provide and bring those those passes to the kickoff meeting to disperse. All right, so here's the step-by-step instructions on how to pick up your pass. Make sure you schedule an appointment with the ticket office first. Use this link here to do that. Step 2 is make sure you complete and sign the electronic waiver before you head on up there. It'll save you so much time. And then number 3, be sure that your Arrowhead Ski Team pass is black and has our logo on it. They are really classy looking this year. All right, I need to add this third bullet item in here because it happens more often than you think. An athlete will wait until the very last moment, on the very last day, to pick up their pass, and that usually falls on the first day of our training. And another thing I need to disclose is absolutely under no circumstances whatsoever will a season pass be borrowed to somebody else, or at all. Lended, borrowed, given, taken, I don't care. Just no lending or borrowing passes, period. So no lending or borrowing passes, period. The ticket office will take it away. They have a very strict no tolerance policy with it, so please don't be tempted. Even if your friends beg you to lend you your pass, just don't do it. It's not worth it. You will not be able to ski the rest of the season if you do. All right, so sometimes you forget your pass, and that's going to be okay. If you do and you're at training and you realize that, just visit the ticket office, either Jake's or at the base, and they will issue a pass for $10, a temporary daily pass for $10. And if you don't have that $10, they will still give you a day pass to ski that day, but your pass will be put on hold until you pay that balance off with them. And if you want to avoid paying the $10 or getting your pass on hold. All you need to do is not forget your season pass. All right, moving on to Sports Engine. Sports Engine is our primary way, our sole way of communicating with the team, coaches. If you haven't done it already, please download the Sports Engine app to any mobile device. The instructions will be found here. Be sure to log in with the same email you registered with for Arrowhead Ski Team registration. That is very important. I can't stress it enough. If there are to be multiple email addresses that are logging in to Sports Engine and you cannot see your athletes' teams or schedule, then it's likely because another email address is associated with that athlete, and we will need to either update that email address or add that second email to the account so it can view those teams and schedule. Again, I will say Sports Engine is our only form of communication. All parents must be on it, and if athletes have phones that can access it, that's great as well. Without it, you will be lost and will not know what's going on. Okay, this is a very short tutorial of how to use the mobile app and its functions and how to sync your calendar to either Apple or Google or another type of calendar of your choice. So this is the account screen. It will have your contact information on there for you to update. If you go to that little gear box, from there you'll be able to go to the notification settings, resources, and legal information. If you want to customize the notifications you get from each team you're rostered to, you can do that here. Just hit one of those drop-down menus. The chat function is really helpful. Any team you're rostered to, you can select, and the chat for that team will be posted up there with any relevant information. The schedule is very important. It lists all upcoming events for the team that you're rostered to, and you can also switch to all to see everything past and future that is on there. I prefer upcoming. It just shows you more relevant and anything in the future. How to sync your calendar to a calendar of your choice is hit that button up there on the right and select the one that you want. I personally like to work the app through the Teams tab. From there you can select the team that you want to view, and from there you can see schedule, roster, chat, messages, photo, video, and news. And then also anything that is up and coming will be on the top. If I were to select the team, I can see the schedule right there, and then roster. I can view all of the players that are on the Mega Shredders team, and then as well as all of the coaches that are coaching for that team. You can also access the chat quickly that way, or you can do it through the chat tab on the bottom of the screen. That is helpful. If you have other questions regarding Sports Engine, having difficulty, please come see me during the meeting or any of your team directors or Tyson for questions about that. Our goal here with Sports Engine is to make all of this information easily accessible to you and to provide you with answers to make it all make sense, because it is a lot to wrap your head around, and using the Sports Engine app keeps everything very neat and orderly within the app. You can view, you can chat with your coaches, you can check the calendar, you can RSVP for an event. It's very important that you have this. Cannot stress that enough. All right, and I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow and hopefully on the mountain. See you later.